Welcome back to Film Snob HQ. The road to Avengers Doomsday continues, and we are back with another MCU special presentation. We're going to look at that one in a second. This is the second last chapter of Phase 4, or the fifth era of Marvel films. This is the longest phase since the pre-MCU phase. There are 18 projects in this one, and a lot of them were TV shows, and it was a lot of watching. This is a nice short one, though, a really fun one. We are talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which sets up the events of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So this is after James Gunn returned to Marvel. He was fired after Guardians 2 due to some controversy, which I'm not going to get into. If you want to look into that, you can go for it. We're just focusing on the art here. But then he went off, made Suicide Squad with DC, and then was welcomed back to Disney to do Guardians 3. But before that, he also wanted to create this short presentation here. Unlike Werewolf by Night, which was designed to showcase a lesser-known character, this was designed to set up the events of the third film with a lot of expository information that he didn't want to use in the third movie, because the third movie is quite long. He didn't want to kind of bog it down with additional kind of exposition, but also do something a little bit different and fun, which hadn't been done before, which was create a holiday special in the same vein as the Star Wars Life Day special from the 70s. So this film shows us that the Guardians are now living on Nowhere. They've bought Nowhere from the Collector following the events of Endgame. Groot is now fully grown. He's this giant, massive trunk of a character. The Guardians now have Cosmo, the space dog, as part of their team. And also Nebula is officially a member of the Guardians as well. But no Gamora. Gamora is gone. The special opens with Kraglin, who's also a member of the Guardians, talking to Drax and Mantis about Christmas. He heard about Christmas from Peter Quill when he was a child, and how Yondu ruined Christmas for him. And since then, he's always wanted to give Peter a special Christmas, so they think that they should turn Nowhere into kind of a Christmas wonderland and get him the perfect present. Mantis and Drax, who are the central part of this special, take it upon themselves to go back to Earth and kidnap Kevin Bacon, because through all the Guardians films, we know that Peter Quill's favorite human on Earth is Kevin Bacon. And what follows are a bunch of crazy events. We'd see Mantis and Drax going wild on Earth, walking Hollywood Boulevard, going through the Hollywood Hills, stealing Christmas ornaments, fighting police. It's really fun, and it really showcases Mantis. Mantis is a character I talked about back when we talked about Guardians 2. I really liked her introduction, but wanted so much more of her. This short gives us a chance to dive even more into her sense of humor, get to see more of her physical prowess, because she's a martial arts expert, and also paints a really beautiful backstory. This special made me cry my eyes out when I just watched it again, because this special also reveals a really important piece of information, that Mantis is Peter's sister. As Ego was both of their parents, it makes sense that they would be related, and that is, of course, the best gift of all. There's some great Christmas music in there. Kevin Bacon gets to sing the old 97s, I want to say is the name of the band, do a couple of musical numbers, which are really cool, and in true Guardian style, poppy, but not mainstream of the mainstream, a little bit deeper cuts. It's just a really joyous presentation, in the way that Hawkeye was a lovely kind of addition to the Christmas, watch rotation. This is something else you can have a little bit of fun with. You don't need to have seen Guardians 1 and 2 or Infinity War or Endgame to enjoy this. Obviously, you don't know the origins of the characters, but that's okay. Like, you can enjoy this the same way you would watch an episode of a cartoon. That's really what it feels like, is just an episode of something from the larger story, but manages to stand on its own, quite fun. So that's it. I really dig it. There's no new characters introduced. I believe we're going to get some Guardian action for sure in Doomsday and Secret Wars. Peter Quill's definitely coming back. I would like to see more Mantis. I'd like to see more Rocket and Groot and Nebula. I'd like to see them all come back. Whether they do entirely depends on what they're going, but I think at the very least we'll see Peter Quill return for sure. Next up is the final chapter in Phase 4. It is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.